Let me ask you something real quick. When was the last time you felt truly joyful, but then immediately felt like you needed to tone it down or earn it somehow? Maybe you took a nap in the afternoon and felt lazy, or you spent time doing something that made you smile, but then guilt crept in like, shouldn't I be doing something more productive? Here's the thing. The ancient Greeks actually thought a lot about this. Not just about joy, but about how to experience it in a way that felt whole, guilt-free, and deeply human. And today, I want to show you how their wisdom from Epicurus to Aristotle, from Socrates to Plato, can help us reclaim joy without apology. So, let's start with a name you've probably heard, Epicurus. Now, people think Epicurus was all about indulgence, good food, luxury, maybe lounging in a robe all day, right? But the real Epicurus, he believed the opposite. He said, do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. That hits, doesn't it? I'm going to repeat. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. He believed pleasure is good. Yes, it's the simple, everyday pleasures that matter most. A quiet morning, a meal with friends, time spent reflecting, no drama, no excess. He even said, if you can be happy with water, food, and friendship, you have mastered life. And honestly, when you think about it, he's right. We don't need permission to enjoy what's already in front of us. We just need to notice it. Quick idea? Take 1 hour this week to enjoy something slow and simple. No guilt, no multitasking, just presence. Now, let's take it a level deeper, because the Greeks didn't just want joy, they wanted meaningful joy. That's where Aristotle comes in. He wasn't about chasing a good time. He was about creating a good life, and he called that kind of deep joy as eudaimonia. Don't worry, fancy word, simple idea. It's a kind of happiness that comes from living with purpose, integrity, and intention. He said, happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. So imagine this, you're a teacher or an artist or someone raising a family. Your days are messy and tiring, but at the end of it all, you feel proud, fulfilled. That's the kind of joy Aristotle was talking about. So maybe ask yourself, what choices make me feel proud of the person I'm becoming? That's joy with roots. Joy that doesn't need validation. Now, let's talk Socrates. I know he doesn't actually sound like a party guy, but hear me out. Socrates believed that joy comes from one thing, and that one thing is knowing yourself. I can vouch on this. Knowing yourself can bring a great joy in your life. And living in alignment with your truth. He famously said, the unexamined life is not worth living. And he meant it. He believed a lot of our guilt comes from that internal tug of war when our actions don't match our values. So if you're doing things that feel fake, performative, or just not you, the joy won't feel right. Real joy, Socratic joy, feels light. It doesn't ask for approval, it just feels calm and clean. Even at the end of his life, when he was sentenced to death, he chose to stay and face it rather than escape, because that's what staying true to himself looked like. So try this. At the end of today, ask yourself, was I honest today with others and with myself? If yes, you're already on the path of joy. Alright, one more stop, Plato, the philosopher who said basically real joy isn't out there, it's in here, in the soul. He believed that joy doesn't come from chasing status or pleasure or applause. It comes from nurturing your soul through wisdom, justice, and love. One of his best lines was, "The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depend upon himself has adopted the very best plan for living happily." So that means doing things that fill you, not just distract you. Maybe it's helping someone without expecting anything back, reading something that wakes you up, creating something that makes you feel like you're touching something bigger. You don't need external permission to feel alive. You just need to feed your inner world. Try this once a week. Do one small thing that feels nourishing to your soul. No sharing, no posting, just for you. So, here's what the Greeks are actually teaching us. You don't need more to feel joy. You just need to notice the enough you already have. You don't need to impress. You need to align with who you are and what you value. And you don't need to earn joy. You just need to allow it. If this resonated with you, drop a comment. What's one kind of joy you're going to fully say yes to this week? No guilt, no shame. Okay? Thanks for watching.